back to another video. I am super duper proud of myself because I have been consistent lately and I'm so proud of myself. When I decided to do Vlogmas, I just knew I couldn't commit to doing a video every day. It would have been way too much for me. So when I decided to do a video every other day, I knew that would be hard, but I was committed to doing it, and I'm so happy that I've been able to maintain that consistency and provide you guys with content every other day. I hope you guys have been enjoying all the content I've been posting. I'm so happy, and I've been loving the content I've been posting as well. So not only do I enjoy making it, but like I'm enjoying like the process of it all. So it's been great, and there's more to come. I'm going to Canada in about 2 weeks, in less than 2 weeks actually. So there's more to come this month, and I think I'm going to keep vlogging until the end of the month. Usually Vlogmas ends on Christmas Day, but I think I'm gonna keep vlogging until the end of the month. So we'll see how that goes. But if you saw my last vlog, then you know that I'm in New Orleans. This is my second full day here. I came Friday night, but we came really late at night. So Saturday, yesterday, and today is the only full days we have here. We leave early in the morning. I am here with my little cousin. She turned 21 today, so I really wanted to show her a good time. So I brought her here to one of my favorite cities. I love New Orleans. If you have not watched that video, go back and watch it. I showed you guys where we ate, the things that we did yesterday, so it was really fun. Today is our last full day, so we have a lot to do. We are like jam-packed. First and foremost, we're going on a guided tour through the Garden District. We were supposed to do that yesterday, but it was about to rain and we didn't want to take the chance, so we ended up rescheduling it for today. So that should be like a 2-hour tour. We wanted to go to the cemeteries, but I think like from what I learned online by doing some research, the cemeteries are temporarily closed at the moment, so I don't think people can go in and tour it. So that's a bummer. But we're also trying to go to the African American Museum. Hopefully we'll get a chance to do that because it does close at 4, so it all depends on what time the tour ends. Whenever I'm in a city, especially a city that has a very prominent like African American history, I like to go to a museum and just learn more about the African American influence, their history in the city. Last time I went to Philadelphia, I went to an African American museum there. I was trying to go to the one in DC earlier this year, but tickets are just so hard to come by. So while I'm here in New Orleans, I've done a few other museums here in New Orleans from my previous trips. I did the World War II museum, but I'm just like, listen, I've learned about white people history all my life. I don't need to know any more than what they've already told me in schools and things like that, even though I just love history as a whole. But I'm more interested in the African American history here in the United States. If you guys didn't know, I wasn't born here. I was born in Haiti, so I migrated here at the age of 9, and there's just so much to the African American history that I don't know. So I make it my mission to learn the history for so many reasons. That'll be a whole story for another day. But as I got older, I, had to realize that a lot of the privilege that I have here as an immigrant in the United States are due to, African American people in, back in the days who sacrificed a lot, for us, for Black people, for migrants, Black migrants, to be able to come here to have certain privilege. So I just love learning more about things like that. So I make it my mission to try to go to an African American museum, something like that, in every city that I visit. So that's what we're doing today, and then we're just gonna kind of like roll around, see what there is to do, and just find some fun things to do. And later on, we're going to Neo's restaurant, which is a Black-owned restaurant here in New Orleans. The food is amazing. We went there last time I was here and it was delicious. So we're expecting the same service. I'm excited. I just have to call and make sure we don't need a reservation, or if we do, to make one. Because it can get pretty packed. It's pretty popular. So hopefully we can get a reservation. But yeah, that's what today is about. I'm gonna take you guys along with me. the garden district and our tour is going to get started really soon, but they're allowing us to go get water or anything we need before the tour starts because they are waiting on other people. But I wanted to say yesterday I was expecting the weather to be a lot more cold, and because I've been here in like around winter time twice, I was just expecting it to be a lot more cold. So yesterday in the morning it was super warm, and today in the morning it's super cold. So just, if you're coming here, check the weather every day.
I graduated from the Pennsylvania State University, class of 2009. I got my degree in history. I did my education minor. I got back to New Orleans and I decided that I wanted my history degree to pay my bills. That is exactly what's happening right now. So because you guys come to the city, you take these tours, you take an interest in our history and everything, you guys enable me to be able to do that. And you keep my lights on at the house and my cat fed. And as far as that cat goes, a baby wants, baby gets. All right? You know, that's the policy. All right. So, so because you guys do this, you allow me and my cat to live the big life. All right. You know. So the Internal Revenue Service is going to begin to take his property in New Orleans to settle his tax bill. So they took away the Lonsdale house, they took away the Lalaurie mansion, they took everything except for his tomb. Who's seen his tomb? Anybody seen it? Yeah, there it is. You guys should Google Nicolas Cage's tomb. It's in the shape of a pyramid. It's based on the pyramid on the back of the dollar bill. Did you guys see National Treasure? All right, so that's Nicolas Cage's National Treasure tomb. All right. Huh? I think he does.
So the tour that we went on was really good, highly recommended. Like I said in my last video, I booked the tour on the site called Free City Tour Guides, and basically you book a tour that you want, the time that you want, and it pairs you with a tour guide, and it's usually a group tour, and you pay whatever you feel like the tour is worth. So there's no prepaid fee, you just pay whatever you think the tour is worth. So it was really good, really enjoyed it. I was gonna go to this little area called Bayou Road, but everything there is closed. Now we're at Crescent Park. I've never been here before. I just saw it online and decided to come check it out. It's really cute. There's this giant bridge. I think they call it the Rustic Rainbow, something like that. I'm not 1000% sure, but we're gonna walk across and see what's on the other side. Alright guys, it is our last day here, our last morning here. It's 5 a.m. It's about to be 6 a.m. and we're in the lobby waiting for our Uber to head to the airport. This trip was fun. I hope you enjoyed it, Cece. You did?
Yes.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed it. So last night we ended up going to Neo's and the food was good. I got Cece the Bow Wow drink. If you go to Neo's and you want to get really messed up, get the Bow Wow drink. It's made of light rum, brown rum, and some juice, but it's like 90% alcohol in there, and it's huge. Lemonade, is that
1 minute?
Oh, okay. It's huge and it will get you messed up. So if you ever go to Neo's, make sure to get that. Also, ooh, there's a fly in here. Also, I will put this Airbnb in a description box. So if you're interested on booking this place, so you can have access to that. It's really cute. It was missing a few things for me. There was a few flaws, but overall for a short stay, it worked. This is the lobby. It's really cute. And it has a rooftop like sitting area that you can sit, not really like where you can get a view or anything, but where you can sit and relax for a bit. So yeah, our Uber's here. Can't wait to get back home. I'm ready for my own bed. All right, you guys, I am back home and back in my office. I'm just so happy to be home right now because today has been the Monday from hell. When I tell you guys from hell, from the pits of hell, I hate to like complain or, you know, like be negative, I guess, but I figured if I'm gonna share the highs of my life, the good stuff, like I might as well share some of the lows too, because that makes me human. Like my life is not always perfect. Things mess up every now and again. So today's just been a series of events that's just like, I'm tired. So it all started this morning. We almost missed our flight, but that's my fault because I'm so used to using my TSA pre-check that I usually like run to the airport last minute because I know I can like just, you know, go through the line super quickly. But because I was traveling with my little cousin and she doesn't have TSA pre-check, I had to go in the regular line, and you know, that was super long this morning, and we were the last 2 people to get on the plane. Literally, we were going to miss that door being closed on us by like 2 seconds. 2 seconds, I kid you not. We were running to our gate. So we finally made it, and that was good. Got to the airport, like back home here for, well, not here, but got to the airport in Fort Lauderdale. I always pay to park my car somewhere and take a shuttle to the airport, always. I just don't like relying on people dropping me off and picking me up, so I always park my car. And I used Park and Fly this time, the one in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm calling the shuttle to come pick me up and they're not answering. I called them about 17 times total. No one's answering, and finally I got to someone and they told me somebody will be on their way, give them what gate I was at and everything, and no one showed up. I waited for like an hour, almost an hour and a half, and no one showed up. And I just started getting frustrated because I'm like, I pay for this service. Actually, Park and Fly is probably the most expensive parking service at the airport. So I'm like, I paid for convenience and I'm not getting convenience. So I had to pay an additional Uber to get me to the location where my car is parked, so I can get home. So at a certain point, I'm like, you know, I'm calling them, no answer, so I'm getting frustrated. And finally, I take the Uber there, and I get there, and I complain, and they're like, I don't know what happened, da da da. I'm just like, you know what? It happened. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm here now. Let me go get my car and go home and just start my day over. So I get my car, and then within like 5-10 minutes of driving, my car starts to vibrate. So a few vlogs ago, I shared this, but I actually ended up editing that part out of the vlog. So you guys probably don't know this, but 2 weeks ago, I was doing a shoot with a client in Broward, and my car was doing a shaking, like it was a weird shake, like cars normally shake, but it was a weird shake. And then my engine light came on and all that jazz, and I had to rush to the auto shop, and $700 later, the things were fixed. So today, same thing started happening again, and I was freaking out. I'm in Broward, it's 45 minutes away from home. I'm freaking out, what's happening? So I took the courage, since it was kind of slow on the highway, to drive all the way home, 45 minutes with my emergency light on, to come home, because I prefer to go to an auto shop near home, just in case, like, you know, I can get somebody to come pick me up, so I don't have to stay there and wait for it. So I took my car there, and now I will have to pay an additional $225 on top of the $700 that I just spent 2 weeks ago. I'm just like so like annoyed that like all this unnecessary expense is just like so annoying. So it's just like one thing after the other, one thing after the other, one thing after the other. So I'm like, oh my God, why today? And then on top of that, a brand that I agreed to work with that I probably should have said no, it's like they're emailing me about something I need to send them today. So I'm like backed up on deadlines. It's just like one thing after the other. And on top of all of that, I miss my man. I don't talk about this often on the internet, but and most people, if you're new here, you probably don't even know I have a whole boyfriend. But yes, me and my partner have been together for about 8 years now. We started dating out of my senior year of high school, and back in 2019 he joined the US military, and August of 2020 he was stationed to Japan. So we haven't physically seen each other since July of 2020, which is about 17 months now, and it's been super duper hard, especially during this holiday season where you're seeing couples together, and it's just been hard. So I'm an emotional wreck right now because of all of this that is happening, on top of me not being able to see my man. Like, it's just a lot, and I'm trying to fight through it. But whenever I feel like this, whenever I feel overwhelmed, or you know, just life is lifing, I try to think about the good. Like, I try to pick out the, you know, the things that are happening that are good, you know, some gratitude points. And as I was driving home a few minutes ago, I started thinking about, okay, what are some things out of this situation that you can be grateful for? And one of the things that came to mind is the fact that I am in a financial place in my life where I can treat my little cousin to a trip for her birthday. I'm like, that makes me so happy. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, my aunts and my grandparents raised me, and they spoiled me rotten. They did everything for me, including my parents as well, but they were really the key to raising me and making me the woman that I am today. So being able to treat their children and give back to their children, like, means a lot for me. And plus, my little cousins are the sweetest kids ever. Like, they're so selfless. If I need anything, like, they come and like help me. Like, my little cousin that I went on the trip with, her little sister takes all of my pictures. When I tell you, she never tells me no, even though I pay her, but like, she never tells me no. She never tells me she's too tired. Like, so selfless. So being in a place where I can give back to them, like, means so much to me. So like, in the midst of all of that, I'm grateful. And I'm grateful that, yes, you know, like, this car situation is like unexpected, like, it was unplanned, but like, I'm so grateful to be in a place where what I have to pay for that car is not gonna put me in a deep hole. Yes, it's unexpected, it's annoying, but it's not gonna put me in a deep hole that I can't come out of. Like, God is continuously providing me with work to be able to, you know, handle moments like this. So I'm super grateful. Oh, I'm an emotional mess, but you know, that's just to show you guys, like, whenever you're going through some hard moments, I guarantee you there is a little bit of light in there. There is a little bit of light in there if you look for it. And plus we got a pimple. You know, this pimple came out of nowhere. It's just like one thing after the other, but at the end of the day, I have to keep reminding myself, like, God is providing for me continuously. Like, I have a home over my head. Like, I am self-employed and I'm still able to travel. I'm still able to maintain the life that I had when I was, you know, employed by someone else. Like, overall, I'm grateful. I'm going to take a nap and, you know, so I can feel a little bit better. I'm about to turn off this camera, take a nap, and get up from my nap and try to start over, and probably have to go pick up my car. But I just wanted to share with you guys that, because I feel like one thing I'm learning in therapy, as a recovering perfectionist, one thing I'm learning in therapy is to be vulnerable in a sense, because I didn't grow up in an environment where vulnerability was celebrated. It was more so like, keep, you know, your business to yourself, like, don't share. But I think it's important to also share the good days and the bad days, the good moments and the bad moments. You know, there are things that I will keep personal to me. I don't believe in unventing to the internet, but you know, there's some things worth sharing, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. So yeah, like I said, I'm about to take a nap and start over because today has been trash. So I'm gonna start over.
Things I can't erase.